I have no idea what to do with this. I don't know. I don't know if I like Miku as much as I used to. But she definitely is like 90% of my career. Or it was. Originally, I was gonna install, like, download, like, something online for, like, a desktop background, but then I realized I'm an artist, and I can literally just do whatever the fuck I want. If I want Miku on my background, then I can just put her there, and I can just draw her. And that's the fun thing. Yeah. I think the fucked up thing though is like I don't really I draw specific Mikus, so like I don't draw the original Miku, and that makes me sad. So I've literally never drawn the one that originally everybody bases their Miku off of, which is sad. Okay, I really like the new design for Miku. I think it was for NT, and it was, it's pretty great. Some people didn't like it, and I was like, you just don't have taste. Oh, I remember why I don't like drawing her design. Oh, I'm horrible at drawing the freaking headphones. They're just circles. Oh, my friend made this one. Sorry, I'm listening to music in the background. Realistically, I think I should probably, like, make this more of an interesting pose. My actual favorite Vocaloid is Gooby. But I owe Miku my life, so I draw her 90% of the time. Not sure the face matches up with the eye positions. This is kind of what stinks about drawing in perspective. Complex shapes. Trying to... Oh. I think perhaps my favorite miku design is the Atlas miku. In the frickin' dancing the dancing game for Persona 4. Plus, the remix of Heaven is really good. Every single time I play, like, Project Diva, I immediately buy the costume. Ah! Wait! I completely forgot! I bought a burrito! No! I forgot about the burrito! Ah! It was dropped after 11 minutes ago! Ah! I completely forgot about my burrito! Oh god, my mic is peaking. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. I got so nervous about my burrito getting cold that I forgot that screaming is no... I have no sense of self-preservation. If you were me, wouldn't you also cry over burritos? I'm so sad. It's a really good burrito too. It's like a steak burrito with guacamole. How could I do this to my poor burrito? It's probably not that cold. What am I gonna do for special effects? The sketch is done. The sketch, it is finished. And I have my burrito. Oh, joyous day! time to expand this. Oh my god. Wait, what song is this? It is Realized by something and I did knit. Oh, it's a I can't read katakana. I should probably eat the burrito. If I was so worried about it getting cold, then I should probably be eating it, but I also don't want to make gross eating sounds on a stream. But it calls to me tauntingly. The burrito. There's truly only one love in my world, and it is a burrito. But why do I hesitate so? This is just like Twilight. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself. I think I need to physically attack whoever made this burrito. Literally all the pickled onions ended up on the bottom of the burrito, as well as the guacamole. There was no chili crema. And all the beans had like souped on the bottom of the burrito. And it was such a It was such an interesting mouthfeel that I could, like, if I was looking up, I could see the avatar making, like, these faces. And it was... I was so sad. I was just like, I was getting blasted by like, pickled onions. And it was good because I love pickled onions, like, in a burrito, but, like, it was all pickled onions. It was too much pickled onions. And the thing is, like, it was slightly cold because I left it outside a little bit. So, like, not only was it, like, a horrible mouthfeel to only get, like, a blast of pickled onions, they were cold pickled onions. That's not my burrito. Hashtag not, that was not my burrito. It was my burrito, but I fucked around and I found out. Hashtag fucked around and found out. Hashtag not this burrito. Cold burrito. They don't tell you how they pickle those onions. When you ask them, they simply evade your questions. They're lying to you. Don't believe their lies. I wonder if other people like pickled onions in their burritos. I wonder if they know the horrors of getting a mouthful of pickled onions. Does Hatsune Miku eat burritos? I think she would. Know what the heck was in that burrito, but my mouth is itchy. That's not good. I know that vinegar does affect me in a way. What the heck was in this burrito? I have to take my asthma inhaler. That's not good sign. That's not a good sign. on me for that, my boy. This is not the sound of my inhaler. This is the sound of Coca-Cola. This is the sound of my inhaler. That is the sound of me coughing. Anyways. Alright, let's go. Yay. Back to miku. Okay. Where is the massive amount of things? Extract all of these and go into the music area. Okay. Alright. I have encountered. Hold on. Media player. I wish to engage in different music. Music library. Oh god, there's so many things that I don't even know what they are on here. There's just a bunch of files just called one. I don't know what. Okay. No. No. Oh my god, it's literally all just the same album. I'm going to cry. Why is there just Animal Crossing? Some of these things I'm not even sure I can play because they might copyright strike my channel. I'm sad. Okay, Queen, never cry. I think I said I was gonna die, but like, that's close enough. That's close enough. Yay! Yay! Queen, never cry. And then big vine boom sound effect. And I make this face. Back in the days of yore, I used to only have to play my own music because I was so terrified of being copyright striked. Queen never die. Queens never die. I think that's not true, but I can't prove that. For all we know, Elizabeth could be still alive, and she's just crawling through the vents like a I don't know, golem. Sans will have to try again. Okay, buddy, stop entering my room only to leave like 2 seconds later, bud. He's so wishy-washy. Yay! Yay! I am. He's my wonderful boy who's so stinky and so I got him and I was like, oh, he's so well behaved. Oh, it only took 2 months. It only took 2 months, and he slowly gets worse due to the influence of his sister. Now he's slowly getting more food motivated. And sometimes, but the thing is, he's like an intermittent eater. So he will be like, I'm done eating now, so I need to leave your room. And I'm like, bro, we keep going over this. How many times am I gonna have to tell you, like, if you want to eat again, there is no way to notify me. But we can't open the door for him, like leave it open, because his sister, Minmo, or as I like to call her, Munch, just runs into my room and tries to eat his food. So I have to keep it, like, closed so Munch doesn't run in and basically gorge herself on food that she should not be eating. She is a little bit evil. I drew a picture of her for my roommates, like, of how she calculates exactly the direct area that she needs to stand in order to run directly into my room. And I'm like, we can't keep doing this, Minmo. Oh, it means they're happy. If he's slobbering, it means he's happy. It's like, it's a sign of contentment in cat. I know this because, God, saying this is like opening up Pandora's box. Like, opening with this word is like opening up Pandora's box sometimes. But, like, my ex's cat would, like, come over to me and, like, just grab onto my arm and, like, slobber all over it and purr. And I'm like, bro. I wouldn't even be able to move my arm because he was just such a large cat. Oh my god. The cat I'm talking about was named Lloyd. He was so sweet. But he was also incredibly anxious, and he was also a nervous eater. So, so he was much larger than the average cat. And he would also eat his brother's food. He had many conditions. Ferris also had many conditions. That's his brother. I think Ferris had, like, a heart condition? I don't go there anymore. So I don't know. But they were such sweet cats. The thing is, Lloyd kind of looked like, okay, he had a very specific face about him. A very specific look to him. He was, like, very round, but also... He looks so sad! He also had, like... You know cats that just look sad all the time, and they're not particularly sad, but they've got a face that makes them look sad? Meanwhile, his brother just looked like a normal cat. But Lloyd was just like... always looked nervous and like he didn't want to be here. And they were both domestic barn cats. But also Lloyd was on like a specific type of medicine that was like a steroid, so he was like roided. This guy was roided. He was like a very large cat. So like he had muscles. I don't even I kind of remember what he looked like, but like I also don't. Then he kind of like lost a lot of weight because then Ferris started eating his food because the family had to like move. So Ferris started to become a nervous eater, and Lloyd stopped eating because he was nervous, and the Ferris started like gaining weight, and Lloyd started not gaining weight, and it just was like, what happened? And originally Ferris was like the really friendly one, but then when the family moved, Lloyd became the really friendly one. It's like, what happened? Did you guys get swapped in the move? Did you guys swap your brains? Distracted by drawing this fuck ass cat. my my dad's cat, Loki, is extremely muscular to the point where it's almost comical, because he will be able to like knock over. I think the worst of what he's knocked over was like the TV. And like, depending on how you look at him, he either looks like a baby or Hannibal Lecter, and there's no in between. That's a Mike. One of the things that he knocked over for attention, I think, was my laptop. And I was like, bro, you're gonna break it. Hatsune Michael. Michael! Don't leave me here! Michael! Michael! Okay. When I was briefly trying to discover what gender was, I made my middle name Michael for no reason. I don't even remember what the joke was. It was like some sort of like inside joke or something, and then I just completely forgot about it. The two genders. Baby and Hannibal Lecter. I can switch between the two. I don't even think it was ages ago. It was like a year ago. It's still listed as, like, in my phone as being my name. I actually jump scared myself with it today in the middle of, like, psychopathology class. I was, like, looking at my phone for, like, information, and I accidentally clicked on, like, the About Me page on, like, the phone, and it said Theodore Michael insert last name here, and I was like, that's not my name. I haven't Theodore Michael, I haven't heard that name in years. I think I jolted in the middle of class too. Like, I jumped up, and the people sitting with me, there were like three other people, kind of gave me a weird look, and I was like, oh, it was nothing. I don't. Anyways, psychology. I I am a psychology major. I research brain. When the brain, the thought are stored in the brain. Although pathogens are also really extremely interesting, they're not my field of expertise. I know a little bit about them. The floor is made out of floor. The wall is made out of wall. The me is made out of you. The you is made out of me. That's more philosophy, though. The meme is made out of meme. The meme is made out of meme. Oh my god, this thing is kicking my ass. It's not kissing my ass, it's kicking my ass. You wouldn't download. Sorry. Okay. Briefly overtaken. No! Cat jump scare. Okay. Who here likes Snaps Cube? Right? There's the total of 2 people here. Which one of you 2 people likes Snap Cube? Ah! The brain is a meat computer, believe it or not. The brain is very similar to a circuit board, which is really fucking crazy. Whenever you tell people that, they're like, "Are you crazy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Studies say that 1 in every 2 people like Snapcube. Have you seen Sonic fandom? I mean, if you think about it, like, everything in our brain is controlled by electricity. It's got nodes on it. It's also got, like, bits of circuit board, quote unquote, with basically the nerves. There's bits of matter and, you know, the brain. The amount of wrinkles in our brain, they basically help they help brain. They help brain. They help the brain become more brain. You unlocked the floating into the ceiling ending. You might think to yourself that the brain can't brain, but it does. It does brain. It does brain. There's braining happening in your brain. See, I'm way too focused on, like, drawing to actually go off on a psycholology grant. Put that one song in it. Hold on. Am I gonna get copyright striked by, playing this song? What is that one meme song where it's like, like, it was from, it's from, who's that dude with the cap? They put him in a cap. Ness, freaking Earthbound meme song. What? Huh? How did that happen? All I needed to do was search Earthbound meme song. Hell yeah. It's like a reward. I could give her a mustache. With this single strand of hair. Must ask you a question. Handlebar. My brain just came up with the stupidest set of words ever. Hatsune bike. I know this hair doesn't make sense. Hatsune bike. Oh wait, no. They should definitely make a Hatsune bike. They've made Hatsune cars. Oh my god. You know those fucking... They have like the little voices that... Like, and those stupid futuristic cars. I had this... I don't... Imagine if you were in a car and you were like, oh, I need to go to this destination. And then you put on the GPS and then all of a sudden you hear Hatsune Miku's voice and you're just like, what the fuck? They fucking turned her into a car. Hatsune... Beer! Imagine a world where Hatsune Miku existed. It is the worst experience in the world to exist in real life and then have people talking about Hatsune Miku and then they mention somebody that you know and you're just like, okay. Hatsune Mitsubishi. Uh, um... Hatsune, Hatsune car. We've got Hatsune car. We've got Hatsune bike. Hatsune microphone. I know, like, oh, what computer is, like, doing a, I think it was Lenovo was doing a collab with Hatsune Miku. No, I think it actually might have been Acer.
Miku だよ。Miku 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 だよ。For real?
Yeah. They are doing, like, a collab. I think they have, like, special peripherals, like, designs with Miku on it. Miku computer collab. Oh, no, it's Asus. They've got the Miku specs. Rog. And they've got all these different things, and they have, like, a giveaway for it, and I caved and joined it. I was like, you know, I'm probably not gonna win this, because 10 million billion different people are joining it, but it's not like I'm gonna pay money for it.
For real?
I was actually playing the game the other day. Thank you. This is the topic of the other stream, but it's really cold here. So I have to keep the heater on. The thing is, the heater also has, like, a ton of, like, dust in it. It's got so much dust in it. So, like, it's either keep the heater covered and, like, freeze to death, or open it up and sneeze and sniffle and cry myself to sleep. Ryuji going apeshit on Kamoshida was so... I relate. There was, like, one part where, like, Morgana was saying some shit about An, and, like, he was like, dude. It's like, I relate to that. No, in the heater. It's in the heater. well, I originally started. I've already defeated the actual story, but I'm playing Persona 5 Royal now. So I am currently on Kamoshida, which is every single fucking time I see this man, I want to kill him. I have been overcome by the bloodlust. I understand why he's not dead. But I kind of want him to die. He's not even... I want him to, I need him to, like, be, like, since he's made out of slime, I need him to go inside of a washing machine and slowly be dissolved by various bits of cleaning materials. Yes! Oh my god. You were watching. You saw me go crazy about him. You saw me lose my mind. I need him dead. Also, you saw An's Awakening, too. Go off, Queen. Get his ass. Honestly, the following up with, like, the general, like, normal friend stuff was also really great, where they all got out. Ryuji comes up with some soda, and he's like, which one do you want? And she's like, whatever is not carbonated. They're both carbonated. Okay, I'll just... whatever, this one. Ryuji sometimes is like the epitome of, like, he doesn't know what's going on, but he's got the spirit. To be honest, I'm partially replaying it to see if there's, like, I have any characters that I like a little bit better now that I'm, like, playing the second version of the game. I do have a character that I hope they write a little bit better in Royal. um, I just want to see more to him. He as a psychology student, he makes me very interested. I haven't played it yet. I own it, but I haven't played it yet. I never finished the original Persona 3, so I'm hoping to, like, do that. Because, like, I mean, my biggest gripe with Persona 3 was, like, the fact that the controls made me want to cry. I have... Actually, maybe I should install it right now. I have enough space on my computer. I'm really excited for the Persona 4 remake too. Mainly because, like, I really liked Persona 4, but again, it was also bogged down by the fact that I am but a Gen Zer, and my attention span is low. I've mainly been streaming Persona 4 because I wanted to show it to Vincent Lucifer, who is also in the chat right now. Hi! Because there was a character in there that I thought that they would like. I'm not sure. Like, I think it's also partially because the mechanics are just different. Loki, I think the metaverse is actually really interesting because I think it dives a little bit more into sociology instead of psychology, which is really interesting to me. Because a lot of the other Persona games were more focused on the psychodynamic aspect of psychology, but I think in a way Persona 5 is a little bit more... It's more involved in self-perception and perception in general. So, like, I think that as a psychologist is, like, interesting. I actually can't really call myself a psychologist, but, like, as somebody who's studying to go into that field, I think it's interesting. Especially since it particularly deals with, like, people that are in the forefront of society, or, alternatively, ostracized. I think that's also really interesting. And also, I really loved Futaba's arc. Because she isn't a quote-unquote bad person. She's a bad person to herself. Which is something that they also kind of address as being a problem, too. Having distorted desires isn't always necessarily something that is an evil thing. It is just the fucking, it's just a thing that happens. It's negative, like, it's distorted cognition or cognitive distortions, which is an actual thing that occurs in psychology. Listen!
Psychology is great. Psychology is my... Ah! Yes. Also, like, I get the theme song of the castle stuck in my head. There's like another theme that I also get stuck in my head too, though. Sweatshop also gets stuck in my head. Oh wait, why is there... Your microphone is unmuted, but there is no signal. There is signal. I'm speaking. I'm speaking. I'm speaking. It's really funny because the one song that plays during like the last palace in the game is like on one of my characters' playlists. Okay, I'm speaking. Kings, Queens, and Slaves is also on his playlist, but that's a little bit obvious. I think Sweatshop is also on his playlist. Give me a moment. I'm actually forgetting. Sweatshop, A Woman, another version, King, Queen, and Slaves. Why is Tanaka's Shady Commodities on here? The Whims of Fate, Freedom and Peace, and Got Your Tail. Wait. Fog should also be on here. Why is Fog not on here? Oh, it's because it's the titles in Japanese. Okay, mainly because one of the inspirations for this character was, I hate to say it, but one of the inspirations for him was Kamoshida, and also who's that one dude? Motherfucker Painter Man. As well as Shido, actually. Shido was also an inspiration. I wonder who this ominous character we're talking about is. Who is this ominous evil character? Oh, Beneath the Mask is really good. I think Beneath the Mask actually is what sold me on the soundtrack. Having a game where the music is also a part of the narrative is really kind of like, I think it's really important. If somebody isn't listening to music that feels like the game that they're playing, it's just going to be greatly, I guess, like, what's the word for breaking immersion? It would break the immersion. And their choice to have like acid jazz specifically, I felt was like incredibly smart of them. Because it's not normal jazz. I mean, it's acid jazz, which kind of fits in with the theme of the story. I can't believe he's literally Jesus Christ. Memories or you? Honestly, that sounds like a really nice song. Like Memories or you. I know you're talking about Memories of You. I'm just being goofy. Okay, after this, I'm gonna take a break, and maybe I'll play a game while I take a break. There's 5 people in here. Who is in here? I'm scared. That's much larger than I've ever had in here. Granted, I only just started streaming, but I scared one of them off. Okay. Oh, yay! Persona 3 is done downloading. Oh my gosh. There's so much I have to do. Do you have me on Steam? I don't think you do. 'Cause I think I would remember that. I think I would remember this. No, you do not. It is literally, my name on Steam is literally just Spores P. The letter P. I probably should not have said that on stream. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Don't tell anybody. I don't claim connection to them. That isn't me. You're not me! I am the shadow. Gonna get 10 million different friend requests now. By 10 million, I mean, like, 2. Spores P. I need to doodle this. This is hilarious, actually. So actually, I think what's really interesting is that actually in psychology and sociology, there is the thing that self-esteem is genuinely based off of nowadays perception of others, which is one of the biggest twists in the game. So like, purse owner. So like, Kenji's like, I don't know, shadow self being effeminate. Kanji, not Kenji, god damn it. Kanji's shadow self being effeminate is due to how people quote unquote supposedly perceive him, or how he's worried that people perceive him. And I think it's interesting. And then he deals with his gender issues. And then there's another character who also simultaneously has gender issues. Okay, give me a moment. I think it's also what's interesting is that how you portray yourself online could in of itself be an important aspect to the self. A lot of people caution against portraying yourself entirely as you are online. I think the thing is that in the more postmodern era is that there's so many different places where you could portray yourself in a certain light. There's self-perception, and then there's what is the word? Self-perception, self-portrayal. What is... I remember learning about it in social psych class and being like, that's very interesting. I do remember one thing, which is self-handicapping, which I think is also really interesting. Basically, if somebody's self-esteem is already low enough, they're going to basically there's a small chance that they may handicap themselves in order to keep that perception of themselves, like, the same. Because then, they won't have to deal with the pressure of either A, doing good, or doing bad. If they view it as something out of their control, it can maintain their sense of comfort. Yeah. I've learned that for, like, art sonas, the more that you kind of, like, worry about it, the more it's not going to feel like yourself. It has to be something that is comfortable. And if you're uncomfortable with the fact that it will be constant, then it's okay to change it like every single often. But also, if you're uncomfortable with the fact that it's inconsistent, well, then I don't know. What I think is really interesting is that I've met like a ton of various different people over my course of being literally all over the place on the internet. I've known quite many different types of people, some of them famous, some of them not, and often wise all of them have like some form of like struggle with their identity and how they portray themselves online. And it can either end up like one of two ways. It can either end up with a nihilistic approach to it, where they're like, oh, I just don't care anymore. Or they can like kind of burn themselves out on it, and either over kind of like correct or over function, or kind of like leave the internet, which kind of sucks. Because we don't really... People nowadays in the mental health field aren't really told about the kind of sociological aspects of being on the internet. Since it's a relatively new concept, we're only learning recently about how it affects others due to the COVID-19 issue. Since the majority of everything has become online, especially in part due to that, we're finally realizing that it is an entirely different beast in terms of the development of children. They call me special interest Mike the way I have special interests. Haver of the most concerning special interest, going up into someone in the middle of a party and talking to them about how their brain works. Yes. Actually, I think that's a really interesting like episode too, because it is like partially struggling with the identity of Jake the dog, and then eventually he's just like, oh, I'm just me. Honestly, I'm glad that a lot of media tries to tackle those types of topics. I think media does a better job of educating kids on mental health than literally anything else nowadays. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm doing the verbal equivalent of talking too fast. What? The verbal equivalent of talking too fast? That is literally just talking too fast. I need to touch grass.
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. Okay, that's that done. Send me back. Okay,
Hey, goodbye. Oh shoot! I did a forget. I did a forgetful thing. I did a thing that means I forgot something. Okay, give me a moment. I have to CSCC. No one heard that. Internet safety. I don't know what that is. Okay. Okay. Here it is. There we go. In my psychopathology class, I made a mistake. When we were supposed to do like hand in like different presentation topics, I accidentally emailed it instead of submitting it, so now it's showed up as late. And hopefully my grade will not be affected by this. If it is, I'm going to cry. It probably won't. I should probably go soon. My roommate is going to be going to sleep soon.
thank you for playing my game and also joining my stream. I enjoy drawing and also talking about psychology. 'Tis nice. 'Tis a very fun topic. Oh my god, this strand of hair is killing me. Yay! It keep on accidentally. Okay, it's 8:01. Okay. Alright, I gotta go.